Hey, so we have Feel Good Time on the show. Today, to start the new week, these are going to be Feel Good Time segments because we're at a very special place with special people in here. It's Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton, located right next door to the Children's Hospital at McMaster. Great to be back with CEO Mario.
Nice to see you, Tim.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Last time we were here, it was a couple years ago for McHappy
That's
Day,
right,
and
yeah.
we were outside. We haven't been in. So today, we really wanted to show it off to our viewers at home.
I don't have any cheeseburgers for you today.
No cheeseburgers.
No, I don't.
Well, I think maybe, you want to start there? That's a big misconception.
It is a huge
when it comes to Ronald McDonald House. So let's start there.
Yeah, it's probably one of our biggest misconceptions. So this house, I like to say the philosophy that it's families helping families. So our budget is graciously provided 30% from our founding and forever partner McDonald's, but it's only 30%. The other 70%, we don't get a penny from any local government, provincial government, or federal government. So that is a lot to shoulder on our small team here. And it's essentially, as I say, families helping families, or work corporate teams helping our mission.
Let's go for a little cruise.
Come
This is one of your volunteers.
Yeah,
That's the way you do
Gord.
it. Hey, Gord. Morning, Gord. How are you? Great to see you. So that's kind of the entranceway. What are we walking into here?
Okay, so you're walking into kind of our main kind of living room here. This is a great spot for families to kind of take a breather. This is family's home.
Right.
So there's 39 families that live here. So if they have friends that are visiting or somebody that wants to drop off a meal or a gift to them, it's kind of a nice catch-up spot. We also do our Christmas facilities here. So this is when Santa comes and does breakfast with Santa, usually on Christmas or holidays. This is full with gifts and chocolate.
And you can have
lots of
people
things.
back in now. We're still obviously being safe with the masks in here because of COVID, but that type of stuff has really opened up, which must be so valuable.
That has been so helpful. Like, this is truly a community. Like, when you're going through something like this, a lot of families will share with me that they lose a lot of their normalized lives outside of it. So, everything is centered around their child. So when you can have a meal, have a coffee with another person who's kind of in that journey with you, it makes it a lot lighter.
Okay, so you said 30% McDonald's helps out with.
Yeah.
Other 70%, how are you getting that?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of creative ways to get that other 70%. We've got a phenomenal meal program, and we'll have individual donors that would want to sponsor a meal. So, it's usually costs us about $1,000 a day to feed our 39 families 3 times a day. So folks will donate $500 for a dinner. We'll have
because they're getting meals.
Absolutely, yeah.
So meals are covered too.
Yeah, so our whole package is quite impressive. Like, you get your accommodation, but we serve a hot breakfast, hot dinner, and lunches to go to all of our families 365 days a year. So we'll have individuals that sponsor a dinner for the family. We'll have corporate teams that come in and do a mission experience. So just yesterday we had First Ontario Credit Union came in, and their executive team baked cookies.
Dave Skirman was in here, friend of the show. Yes,
so,
okay.
They helped make some nutritious food too. So yesterday we had cod on the menu. So when a corporate team comes in and picks up that tab for the day, we're able to really elevate that meal for those 39 families. And it's a great way for them to kind of build some teamwork, have a little fun, and truly connect to our mission and see the impact. That's the beauty of our charity.
It's a really nice sanctuary for families, because I know they spend a lot of their time across the street, but they can come here and, be normal a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what we'll do. That's what we'll show off today, because we want to show off some of the rooms. We want to get into the meal area, because that's very unique for you guys, only place in Canada. Yep. And then we have to meet some families, and we have one specific family that has been here for a long time, and we'll get to meet them when we come back. Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton on Morning Live. Home away from home. That is the motto here at Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton. We're just looking out the window because we can see the hospital from the window in one of the bedrooms. And that's a key element for this house being so close to the Children's Hospital at MAC. Great to be back with CEO Mario Dedavides. And we're kind of, because I've never been in one of these rooms before. Right. This is a little snapshot of what you offer to families.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to be here in person.
Yeah.
So you're standing in one of our traditional rooms here. These rooms accommodate anyone from 2 to 6 members of a family. We really try to maintain that whoever is in your family is welcome here. So that is mom or dad, but if mom and dad depends on Nana or grandpa to help take care of their other sibling, they are all invited to stay.
Because what happens, can a kid stay here too?
Absolutely. Like, usually families have more than one child, and that sibling is allowed to stay here too. We really don't want to force mom or dad to make the decision. Do I have to commute to see my other child, or do I have to stay with a sick one? So we take that off the table. Everyone's here is welcome to stay here for as long as you need to.
Are these little care packages when they kind of come in?
Yeah, so as you can imagine, like when folks come in here, really unsure of what the scenario is, how nobody's prepared to stay. When an incident happens, whether it's a NICU child or if it's an unfortunate traumatic experience where somebody's rushed to the hospital, folks don't know how long that might be. So they come with nothing. Oftentimes they will hand over their credit card to say, is this required? And we usually say, you put that away, you're here, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you need to. And that kind of welcome tote is just things that you would need that you wouldn't think that you were going to need the first day. And some of those folks might stay 16 days, and some folks might stay unfortunately a lot longer.
That would be the average?
Yeah, the average is about 16 days because we've got about 60% of our families that are NICU families. That is also traumatic in the sense too, because you don't necessarily know how long you're going to stay. And given the changes in kind of care, you often see mom discharged, but baby not. So then what do you do? Do you commute back to Guelph and then come back for feeding?
Because it's not Hamilton. We're talking Welland, Niagara, Guelph,
we're
Kitchener,
talking
Waterloo.
the Niagara region, KW, Brantford, Guelph. Our catchment has 4 million people.
Excuse me.
So we have a large area to service, and that is just large commute times.
How many rooms do we have?
We've got 39 total.
39, and it's full. Right? We're lucky that there's one empty that we can kind of show off.
Yeah.
And what happens if they're all full and you can't bring somebody in?
It's a bad day.
Yeah.
It's a sad day. We've negotiated kind of a compassionate rate with the hotel down the road. But unfortunately that family will either have to rent a hotel room, if they can afford it. A lot of them can't. In particular, if we're in a situation where we've got heavy on, say, an oncology set of families, that there isn't turnover. Unfortunately, I've had days where mom or dad have slept in their car, or they have to commute back and forth to Guelph or Niagara Falls.
That's why the Ronald McDonald House here in Hamilton is so important. You said 16 days, that's the average. There's somebody here that has been here for over a year. She's from Welland. Yeah. Her name is Emma. We're going to meet her. We're going to hear about her daughter, Lily, when we come back to Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton on Morning Live. So nearly each and every year, there's about 1,000 families that come through Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton and stay here on an average of 16 days. In certain situations, families need to stay here longer because of the circumstance. For our friend Emma, who hails from Welland. What up, Welland? Emma and her family have stayed here a lot longer than that.
Yes, we have.
How long have you been here for, Emma?
We've been here for just over a little bit of a year now.
Over a year, right? You have actually stayed here the longest out of anybody.
Yes.
And it's for your daughter by the name of Lily.
Yes.
Can we see a picture of Lily just so everybody can?
Yes, absolutely.
There she is.
This
okay.
is our sweet little girl.
My goodness. And who's the other character in that picture?
That is her father, Joshua Secord.
Awesome. Okay, tell us a little bit about Lily.
Well, Lily has a tracheostomy and a GJ tube. She was born 34 weeks early because I kept getting very sick. I have type 1 diabetes, which made my pregnancy pretty challenging.
Right.
It's not always been easy.
She was born across the road?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
She's been here since birth.
What's it been like for you?
It's been pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's not been easy. We've been taking it day by day. The Ronald McDonald House is literally a home away from home for us.
Okay, so you're from Welland, so that's about an hour.
Yes.
Would you be able to do it? Like, how would it work if it wasn't here?
I don't think it would work, yeah. Especially with how gas is nowadays.
Yeah. So you stay here every day? You've stayed here?
Yes. I stay here every day. I have not been home in months. My boyfriend, he is currently working on the house right now. So he just comes down on weekends and then he comes and see us. It's been pretty hard for him.
How great is it because the proximity is you're right across the street? Like what would a day look like for you?
Oh, it's great. It's just like a 10-minute walk from here.
You okay? You're doing great. Can we see Lily again? We want to see
Yes,
let's see Lily. Because how is Lily doing?
Lily is great.
Yeah.
She is thriving every single day.
Let's see that cute little face again. Okay. So yeah, so where we at with Lily?
We are currently waiting for a bronchoscope. It's supposed to happen in about 6 weeks from now.
But there is some good news, hopefully.
Yes, there is. So the initial purpose of her getting her tracheostomy was her airways were very thin and narrow. So when she took a breath, it would just collapse in on itself. And she just got a scope recently, and it turns out that it's starting to open up. Her vocal cords are no longer paralyzed. So
go, Lily! Right? I know, it's not easy. I know, it's not easy. But you're doing wonderful. Thank you for telling your story. And the reason we wanted to, just the importance of this house being here, right?
Yes.
You've been here for a long time. You've seen families come and go, but you've still been here. And the importance of it to be able to feed you and Josh and have Lily come over here and interact and play with other kids has to be something. So we wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
We wish Lily the best of luck. And hey, Josh. And we'll be back and we'll explore kind of some of the, we'll go into the kitchen because you get to go in there every day and grab some food and then head over to the hospital. And even we'll show off some of the rooms and how important Ronald McDonald House is this to the community and families like Emma, Josh, and little Lily. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton. What a great morning it's just good to hear stories and good to see that this exists and helps out so many families in the region. So we're in the dining room that is actually, this is getting renovated, isn't it, Mario, soon?
Yeah.
Back with the CEO, Mario. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So we've got Mountain View Homes out of the Niagara region coming in and renovating this space. Going to modernize it, going to put some new life into it. Okay. We've had over 10,000 families here, so we've had some serious traffic go through these doors.
We don't have many families in here now because what they're generally doing is they're coming and picking up their food and then heading across the street.
Yeah, exactly. So during the day, this place might seem a little quiet because everyone is actually where they're supposed to be, next to their child who's receiving care. But between the hours of 6:30 to 9, this dining room's full with families enjoying their breakfast, much like 4:30 to 6:30 is dinner time. We tend to leave things out just continuously.
So anybody can come through at any time?
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes you never know what's happening there, so mom and dad might need a little break, so mom might tag out, dad might stay catch a shower.
This is all part of their stay?
Absolutely, yeah. So part of their stay is meals, and it's a huge part of what we do here. Maslow's theory of needs. You need some basic food and shelter to be ready for yourself and to be strong for your child. So we provide not only accommodation but 3 meals a day.
How many houses are across the country?
So there's 16 houses across.
You have something that no other house has, though.
Yeah, that's right.
And that is the commercial kitchen in the back.
Exactly. So our meals are really our differentiator in terms of us with the entire network. So this is our kitchen. This is our chef Jim.
How are you, pal? Good to see you. So why do you guys have this and nobody else does?
I think when we originally did the build here, we knew that food was a huge component to families' lives, and we kind of built this with a little bit of forward thinking to say what would we want to provide. So this kitchen actually was created at the start to be more of a teaching kitchen with a post-secondary partner, which is still in the potential, in the future. But this enables us to allow continuous, regular meals every single day for families to count on.
So and that's the meals every day that Chef Jim is...
Yeah, you'll see, we've got a menu that changes every week, and they're quality food items. So they're, yesterday we had some cod. I think today we're having our teddy bear picnic.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you making here, Jim?
Well, we're having a teddy bear picnic since it's National Teddy Bear Day. So we're trying to do like picnic style food. So we have nice big 4-foot sandwiches that we're going to take out for the kids. Some chocolate cupcakes with gummy bears, just to keep in the theme of the
Amazing.
teddy bear.
How long you been with the house for?
Not quite a year.
Not quite a year.
Not quite a year.
Found it pretty valuable, pretty
Amazing.
exciting?
Absolutely amazing. It's I'd always heard about Ronald McDonald House and what they do and what they stand for, but now that I'm part of it, it's just mind-blowing. It's just fantastic.
And they're not serving McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right. We're serving some nutritious
But the
food.
key is for viewers is they can give back and be buying some of these meals. Because
Absolutely, yeah. We serve over 70,000 meals a year. That's 3 meals a day, and in our family room, we've got 2 family rooms in the McMaster Children's Hospital that see over 175,000 visits. So they have continuous food and snacks. So, you know, inflation's high. Food costs are incredibly high. So it's getting more challenging for us to do that.
Didn't you say somebody was bought meals for everybody tonight?
Yeah, so last night was our First Ontario Credit Union came in, and they paid for the dinner. Each and every night we've got groups that come in, whether they're corporate teams or just an individual person saying, I'd like to buy dinner for the 39 families tonight.
Thanks for the tour.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for doing what you do. It's so important for all the 39 families that are here and the families that are going to be continue to come and use these services. Ronald McDonald House in Hamilton on Morning